Joining me now on an exclusive, the attorney to Thomas Clocky's parents, Kenneth Chaikin. Kenneth, thank you very much for being here. Obviously, this family is distraught, heartbroken over the loss of their son. And these cases where a person who's accused on a college campus, we see time and time again, the person who is accused has essentially no right to defend themselves on a college campus, correct?
Well, thank you for having me. Yes, well, in this case in particular, Thomas Clocky had no chance whatsoever to even mount a defense, let alone to have a fair process. And the consequences, as was just stated, were absolutely devastating. He was distraught by the occurrence of the accusations, his inability to defend himself, and ultimately the devastating impact it had on his life and his future.
He was immediately told that he could not go to that class anymore, right? And this is what we see in many of these harassment cases. The person who's accused basically is cut off from their life, even though they have not had any due process, any opportunity to argue their own side of the story anywhere.
That's absolutely true, and in this case, he was not only immediately pulled out of the class and unable to continue to receive the information in the class, yet expected to take the exams, etc. He was unable to even talk to anybody in the class, even if his intent to talk to them was to ask them what they saw the day of the incident that took place in the classroom, which in effect denied him any opportunity to even find a witness in support of his position.
Yeah. I mean, we hope, because we've done a number of stories on these Title IX cases, that the Trump administration Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, will look at this Dear Colleague letter and will try to create a system that is more just for both sides, because we live in a country where you're innocent until proven guilty. But what is your one bit of advice, because I'm almost out of time, to a college student, if they're accused of something like this on campus, what do you advise them to do?
Well, first, take an accusation in and of itself very, very seriously, and understand that the stakes of not doing so and not finding out what your rights are and how to protect those rights can be absolutely devastating if you don't act to protect them. So we encourage students to involve their parents and seek legal counsel. It's about the best they can do.
Kenneth, thank you. We'll continue with this.